Hello and welcome to School of Ratdoodle. My name is Ratdoodle. We're making Haunter today. I'm gonna be honest. Usually these I have a little bit more time, so we're making Haunter. Yeah. Oh, there's my blender. All right. We're also talking like this today. I don't know what for, to be quite real with you. This series is a series where we make things from scratch. Okay. Oh, let me get my little thing so you can see what I'm typing. Hallelujah, it's functioning. All right. Okay. This is my series where I make a model start to finish. Discord noise. Shout out the goat. Let me move my cam a little bit here. Yeah. Every Saturday I make a model from scratch. You could do the could do an array modifier, but I think this will be sufficient. Yeah, I just usually make the model and from scratch just to show the entire process. I think I would have really appreciated a video like this when I was starting. Just gonna apply these. I kind of wish there was more videos where it was like, I don't know, just the entire thing, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I don't really have much to say so far. I'm just kind of putting it together. Slay. Okay. Yeah, I've been busy figuring out moving stuff, so I haven't had time to really do these ahead of time, which I would like to, but it's all right. We're just gonna move this up here. Yup. So I'm using two curves there. Otherwise, it's super simple shapes with only the mirror modifier so far. Trying to think of how I want to do the body. Sorry, I guess I was covering that a little bit. My fault. Let's say, boop. You guys ever want to like suggest characters or anything, or even send me like drawings that you would want to figure out how to do or something like that? Might be open to that. I don't know. We doing that? Is that the move? He looks a little bit more rectangular, so I'm gonna like, yeah. But maybe from the side, squish it a little bit. Same with this stuff. Whoa. Whoa. Oop. Why is that doing that? What is happening? Literally, what is happening? Okay, there we go. Okay, I applied the size. So whenever something's doing something weird, just apply stuff. It usually will fix quite a bit. Though sometimes that may mess some shit up, so sorry for swearing. Mess some stuff up. Let's make this a bit like, yeah, starting to fit a little better. These aren't the greatest, but like I said, I don't have as much time as I would like. I'm just gonna do that. That works. I'm gonna make it a bit smaller because I want that to be, yeah, I like that shape more, I think, just with everything going on. That's cool. Okay. So as far as colors go, this is going to be like a darker color. Probably like that. Not pretty rough. Same. This is going to be more like low poly leaning one, I guess, for now. But I think that's okay. He's supposed to be a scarecrow, kind of, so make some sort of wheat sticking out of the top of the head, but honestly, that's not even what I drew. So I'm just gonna go with these weird stock things going on. I'm just going off the drawing, man. I basically have a lot of these characters drawn, and that's what I'm going off of. And I'm trying to just stick to the drawing as much as possible as like a form of practice, kind of. Because that's part of it. That's part of the creative process, is not getting like too caught up in like following every bunny trail idea you might have. You know, sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good to make a plan, follow the plan, and then think about it afterwards, and then make adjustments afterwards, you know, for the next time. And then that helps you plan better for next time, you know. That helps you like with the sketching stage. You'll know more of how to make it work, how to draw it, kind of with 3D modeling in mind. I don't even know what I'm saying. Yeah, we're gonna put that there. I'm gonna kind of make this last one like that. I like making it work from all angles, so I don't have to think about it later. But I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, that's sick. So we're gonna copy the head, turn to the side, turn it 90 degrees. Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry for swearing. I have my VHS player playing a tape over there in the CRT, and it's on loop, and every time it stops, it makes a noise and I freak out. This is so cute. I should use mirror for this, I guess. Generate mirror. So the only modifiers we're using so far is subdivide and mirror for these. And with these, I just rotated it slightly. I didn't even type in a number. I just rotated it slightly, and then like I mirrored it once, and then I kept duplicating the object. Is that better? Would the opposite be better? I run into this problem literally every time. Literally every single time, man. This can come back a little bit. Try to make it more straight on a little bit. A little bit. Yes. And then this just fucking smaller? What do we do with this shit? Sorry for swearing. Okay, let's do some of this annoying stuff. I feel like if I showed any of my typology to anybody who knew what they were doing, they would just start convulsing violently. But I don't care. This is looking a little bit further away from what I drew. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. Maybe I made the head slightly bigger. Yeah, that's better. I want the eyes to be freaking massive. But maybe not that big. But definitely skinnier. Yeah. And then like this a little bit back. Yeah. 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 This a little bit back. This down. Yes? Why is that happening? What is that? Frick? Hello? Is this? Oh my god. What have I done? Okay, I think that was the only one. Okay. I don't think anybody's blinking twice about that. VHS is making more noises, unless it's raining outside. I don't think it is. This is rather bothersome. But I think that works. Okay. I'm liking that. More flat. Yeah. Yeah. We'll take that. We'll roll with that. I'm gonna bump this up to 3 so it's not so bad. I'm gonna try to subdivide this and see what happens. It's gonna be really bad though. Yeah. We're gonna subdivide it by 2 in the edit mode, and then we're going to then subdivide it here. There we go. So yeah, if you go into edit mode and then right click something, you can click subdivide. That's going to subdivide it differently than the actual modifier will, which is a little bit confusing, but you know, whatever. My advice, never question why anything is a certain way in this program. Just accept it, man. You're better off for it. Just go with it. This I'm gonna actually I might make it skinnier again. Yeah, I like that. I like that better. Maybe these should be colors, but dude, I don't know what I changed the head a lot apparently, I think. But that ended up being better, I think. I don't know. Some parts about it I don't love, but yeah, his head looks kind of fucked up, low key. I'm sorry, I'm swearing a lot. Look, it's Friday night. I'm trying to get this done, man. Normally I got so many done ahead of time, and I'm cooked. I'm cooked now. I'm doing it last minute. Here we are. But I've been moving, dude. I've been packing up all my things. Give me a break. Give me a break for once. You're so loud. Okay. Come on, we gotta do like yellow. Like, whoa, what? Mission? What the fuck? I saw the wrong thing in my mind. Sorry for swearing. Sure, we'll go with that because, yeah, dude. All right. Cool. So we're most of the way there. I'm just going to wait. This is so cute. I am a big fan of this one. This is my main thing, I think, when I think about character design, is that 99% of people make it too complicated, man. The best character designs are the ones that you could draw in 10 seconds. Actually, yeah, okay. Forgot what the arms looked like, but this is looking okay. Wait, there's something here. Yo, I like that. Oh, dude. This goes freaking hard. Okay, I'm gonna take the bottom. I'm gonna expand it, but I want to use the, you can hit O to change this stuff. Then you use the scroll wheel to change how much it is affecting. Maybe just a little bit like that, yeah. Yeah, and then these up. Now it looks a little bit more like a normal guy. These are weirdly wide there. Why is that? I don't know. Don't know what happened there. Now I'm curious. Cause he's like made of straw, you know what I mean? He's got like straw hands. Is this body horror? I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna make this part bigger. Yo, that's pretty cool. That's pretty chill. I don't know. I don't know though. Let's change the colors and I don't know. That kind of ruins it almost. Let's see, it's better with just like just with the ball hand. That kind of goes. That's kind of cute. What if we keep both? You lost a hand. It's made of hay, man. And see, this is why it's better to go simple with the design too. Is like you can always add more details when you're in here. It's always gonna add. It's always gonna be easier to add details to a simple design than like try and make a really detailed design. Like you're just gonna know more what to do when you're in here, you know? There are so many like storyboards and stuff I've made where like I've realized that most of it's just gonna get figured out when you start to animate it. Well, okay, it depends, but this is awesome. And make this a bit. Do we like this? I'm not sure. To be or not to be, you know? Kind of effed up. To be or not to be. Think about that. Okay, now what do I'm not sure what. Well, I guess Scarecrow don't really have feet because they're usually just on a piece of wood. So yeah, I should make a. I should make little wooden feet, right? Oh my god, okay. Haunter. What happens if we make these red? I'm just having an inkling. Excuse my inkling. I don't know. I think I like that. I'm not sure why I like that. I think if I do both, it'll be too much, but one kind of goes. Actually, just, yeah, just because it's like the neck one, that kind of goes. I like this guy. Okay. We're gonna make a little. Yeah, I'll use a cube. Debating whether or not to use a curve or not, but it's gonna be mostly straight lines. So, just gonna make a little stitch going down the front of his body. I'll see that needs to be shrunk down this way a little bit, but oh, that looks pretty good. That'll go. So have to edit this a tiny bit. That's all good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. like that. Taper off a little bit. Cool. Okay. So we're going to make this the same color, and we're going to basically do the same thing. Subdivide. This one I'm just going to make it like that, and then do like a few ring cuts. These parts, yeah, we'll go with that. Spin it on the Z-axis, back it up a little bit, spin it a little bit back. Same over here. Okay. Make it a little bit skinnier this way. Push it a little bit back. And let's go. Spin it a little bit. Make sure that looks kind of okay. Something I will do is kind of make it taper this way too. I'm making this top one a bit, I think if it's wide, it's just gonna be like really direct lines kind of. I don't know, maybe I keep it that way, but I think that makes it more of what I want, maybe. I don't know, maybe I will make it like that. Just think it's getting a little bit big, so maybe we'll just do it more subtle. Like so. Okay. Combine. Nice. Well, that's pretty good. I think it's almost done. Just make the feet. Maybe the feet should just be this. I kind of like it. We've gone over shoes before, man. We've talked about shoes till no end. And still, here we are. Here we freaking are. Whoa, what is going on here? This is crazy bad typology right now. I'm so sorry. Deeply sorry for my actions. Holy moly. It's actually so bad. I'm gonna try this. Try this one more time, bro. Why is it doing this? Why does it do this, bro? Oh my lord. Can't. Yeah, we did that. Now let's just for real make the shoe, man. See, but that's a valuable lesson though, low key, is just that like sometimes it really is just easier to start over with the mesh that you don't understand. If you have bad typology, just like restart it, you know? So Alt to select it, size Z0 to flatten it. I'm gonna subdivide this and see, this is so much better. Oh my god, this is so much better immediately. Still needs some adjusting, but I can work with this. It might be, no, it's fine, it's fine. Ooh, yes. Maybe this whole thing a bit smaller and bit back, bit down. All of this, bit back. All of this a bit back. All of it squished. All of it squished again. All of it squished again. We're kneading the dough of the future. Okay, something like that. Apply. It's a little bit rectangular. I might spend some more time on it. I guess really the goal of these is to stay like simple typology. That's what really, in my opinion, makes it reliable, you know? Because like none of the shapes on here are too bad. It's just like putting them all together and thinking of what to make, you know? Thinking of what to make is way harder than making it. And I guess that's my whole thing, is that like, I don't know, how long have I been recording? It's taken me 33 minutes to make this guy. Like, this is definitely material enough to make an entire game with, make an entire like little render with, I don't know, whatever you wanted to do, you know? You know, it's not actually that hard to do this. And what's way harder is thinking about something to do with it, you know? Designing the game, writing the script for the animation, storyboarding the animation, thinking about what this guy's deal with, what he gets up to, the planet this guy exists in, who were his parents, who were her parents. Is he a scarecrow? Is he corn? Is he just a guy, you know? Proportions do look a little strange. I would probably make them more chibi if I was gonna spend some more time on this. I probably won't, but maybe just that's enough. Yeah, that definitely was, that went a long way. Like maybe like this whole thing like that, you feel me? Like that's a little cuter. But no, I think that's okay. Something like that. I don't think that messed anything up. Yeah, so I just applied everything. This is what it looks like in render view. If I go into the camera, let's get a few lights set up here. So I do like 3 around it, and then you can like duplicate it, move it down, and then turn it kind of like 45 degrees or 90. I don't know what that would be. And then see what it looks like. And it'll be like more or less kind of lit. But you can kind of get rid of those bottom 3, and this will be more like real world lighting. And just kind of adjust these 3 a bit. This is another thing that like, it's a little bit like typology. Like if you start adding lights everywhere, you're gonna get really weird shadows. So it's better to like, it depends on what you're going for, but I don't know. Every time I've had to light a more complex scene, I've always ended up just adding a ton of little lights everywhere. Like if there's little shadows down here that you don't want, you can add lights that have a smooth blend on those, you know, that are really dim, like add them really close up in there. But for now, I'm pretty good with this. Oh, the bottom up lighting with this one specifically kind of looks sick. And then the backlight over there, yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay, so with the camera, I'm going to change it to cycles. First of all, I'm going to change it to GPU. I'm going to change the noise threshold to 0.5. I'm going to change the denoise. I'm going to leave the denoise exactly how it is. I'm going to hit performance and then check persistent data. Even though this isn't an animation, I'm literally just doing that out of habit. 1080 by 1080. And then we'll say camera to view. And then we'll pose this up. I'm gonna get rid of the thingies. I'm gonna make it not render view for a sec, just so I can kind of. Yeah, I think there's pretty good actually. There's my fine. Yeah, so a little bit of a simpler one today, but I don't know. I like it. I don't know what else I would do with this guy, and that's most of what I'm saying, man. This stuff can be really easy. So if you ever wanted to try it, I highly recommend it. I think it's really rewarding. You can do a lot with this stuff once you know how to do it. The sky is the limit. We're saving that one. We're going to, yeah, see, actually, hold on. This is a great, that actually ended up being really nice with the lighting like that. So I pulled up, we only have the 3 lights going on, right? So that backlight is creating this like, I am going to subdivide this more actually, hold on. Yeah, it needs more than 3 apparently. And I'm gonna make sure those are 3. That's 3. Yeah, we'll just bump everything up. There's no reason this shouldn't be a little smooth. Sorry, I just wanted to finish that up while I was thinking about it. But that light behind created a really nice like backlight. So I wanted to look at that again. Like that worked out really well. This shine right here, that's what that light behind it's for, man. Did I say render animation? What am I doing? What am I cooking? Yeah, so that backlight caused this really nice shine on it. Even on these, that subtle like light on the side there, it's really nice. So yeah, this is Haunter. I hope you guys liked this video. Oh wait, hold on. Let me make sure I save this image and then I'll turn them around. I'll render the other one. Why not? Why not, man? We're here. And then, so instead of turning the camera, I actually wouldn't be too worried about it with this one maybe, but instead of turning the camera, I'm just going to turn the model because we already got the, yeah, maybe like that. Let's find out. Yeah, that's chill. Yeah, because we already got, I'm going to fix this for this render. And say save as. I'll enter back. Yeah, I'll enter back. And then, ooh, nope. Nope. Where is it, bro? What's this? And this. See, we're cheating a little bit because like, oh, ooh. See, but okay, that's what I wanted to say though. Oh, that's why I forgot what we turned it slightly. That's why it's being weird. Sorry. Yeah, but I made a new blend file with this angle so that I can mess with the model as much as I want to fit this camera view. Because I know I have my backup already, you know. I'm not messing with the original, so I can kind of just do whatever I want here so that it'll look better, but maybe I'm actually making it worse. I don't know, I just wanted the little triangle piece to not show as much, but let's see how that looks. Oh, it looks awful. Not really, but not ideal, but that's okay. You know what? It's fine. Do you think anybody's gonna notice that? No, because right now you're probably thinking, what the fuck is he talking about? And that's why it's beautiful, man. That's why it's all beautiful. Okay, this needs to move over though. I want this to be connected. Yes. I'm not even worried about what I'm affecting, what I'm changing, because it doesn't matter. It's all for the image that we're about to make. As long as this image is good, the model does not matter. And actually, I am going to adjust this light because I can see some stuff around here. And that's a little bright. So I'm just going to like have this 500. Let's try that. Yeah, that's all right. So save, enter back, and that's beautiful. See, it looks he looks messed up now, but what's the time? 45 minutes, so start to finish. Blender not even open. Going off a sketch, made 2 renders of a character design that I made. Yeah. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have anything that you would like to see me make, let me know. If you have any advice for me to do this shit better, let me know. Apologize for so much swearing in this episode. Have a great night, y'all. happy Memorial Day. I guess it's my birthday on September 1st. So cheers.